Hey, how's it going, guys? Garcia here with another portfolio update. So, today we are at $91,193.26. So, in this video, I'll break down the portfolio, I'll go over the Twitter account, and we'll give the shoutouts at the end of the video. So, let's get to it. We are going to the traditional IRA. We are down $121 or 3.3% today. So, in one of these accounts, I made some changes. So I'm actually going to leave it to the end because it is in the Roth IRA. So in the big account, we are down 2.9% or $2,275. So in this one, we closed the cash secured puts on TSLA. So by closing them, let's check it out over here. TSLA. So yesterday we opened them at $40 each and we received $80 in premium. But today, because Tesla had pumped, the value dropped, which is good for us. So I bought it back at $21 each. So basically securing a 40 something, almost 50% return in one day. The reason I closed it, even though I could have just waited it out, is that now I have unlocked, I believe it was around $1,200 or $1,300 worth of collateral. So now I can use that collateral in a few days or when something comes up and redo the process instead of waiting, how many days? I think it was like 30 more days for the other $40. I think I would just rather put the premium to work in something else, what TJ talks about, premium per day. So today we got $40 in one day. We take that and we put into something else when the opportunity shows up. So these cash secured puts on Palantir, today's return was negative $860. So we're looking at, and as the expiration approaches and Palantir still stays below $22, $21, we got to take a look at the Greeks, take a look at the delta. We're at 80 delta or 0.8 delta, which is still, it's not in the danger zone of 0.85, 0.9. And our extrinsic value, we calculate that by subtracting the share by the option price, which is $21.20 minus $24. That is what, $2.80. Yeah, $2.80 minus $2.98. That is still 18 cents in extrinsic value. So I will be rolling these once we approach 10 cents. All right, so for the news today, or big news, or big change on this account. So in this account, it is down 2.5% or $347. But you'll notice here, we have a new holding, or an old friend is back. So TSLA has made it back into the Roth IRA. So what I did is I exchanged, I believe it's 80 shares of Palantir, and it, and I used that amount of money to buy the TSLA outright. So even though the price did run up like crazy today, I'm buying after it had run up, 13% today. The reason I'm buying now is because I'm looking at the long-term move of this. And, trying to catch it at $5, it would have been a great trade, but at the time, there was a lot of uncertainty with what was going to happen with Tesla, what's going on with their margins, the robo-taxi, what's going to happen there. But now that we have a lot more clarity on what's happening, look at this. In the past year, this is the best price to be buying it anytime since, when was the last time? It was $8 here. January 29th was, let's see. Yes, I could have bought it here, but I sold it back in December. Actually, I sold it for around $14.80 something. So I sold here. I'm buying back at a 43%, almost a 45% discount. So I sold here. I sold, I think, 20,000 shares. So I'm buying back and nibbling back in at a much lower cost basis. And the reason I'm willing to do this kind of switch back and forth, is that this is being done in the Roth IRA. So there's not going to be any tax implications of selling Palantir before the 1 year mark. And I can just sell Palantir and exchange that for TSLL. So I expect this TSLL allocation to increase over time. So little by little, I will be exchanging some of these Palantir shares in this specific account to have more and more TSLL. My conviction in Tesla is growing more and more, so I want the overall portfolios to reflect that. So that's it for the account. So here's the buying power. So there's the $2,000 or $1,300 in collateral that was returned. So now we have buying power available to do another round of cash secured puts. So two companies that I'm considering to do this is Innovix. But today it actually ran up 3%, but we'll see. If there's a red day, I think it would be a great candidate to run a cash secured put, or Rocket Lab. So those are two companies that I'm considering going back into. And if I do buy shares into these companies, it would be done in the Roth IRA or the traditional IRA. All right, so enough about the account. Let's go to the Twitterverse. So today we started with this one here. So this is kind of an oldie but goodie. I like using this video every once in a while with the same caption. You're all in Palantir? It's very risky to be 100% in a single stock. Me. Let's see.
Wow. I didn't know that. I just, you're telling me now for the first time.
I fucking love it. Good morning to everyone except that fucking weirdo Sam Altman. Sam Altman, he's such a creep, man. Like, he looks like he's been drawn by what's that guy, Meat Canyon. I don't know if you guys have seen Meat Canyon videos or Meat Canyon. So this guy draws like really creepy, like, see the Steve Harvey in the middle there, that Scooby-Doo. He does very like kind of like something like that. I mean, dude, Sam Altman looks already like a drawing like that. It's just so creepy. Here, this took off more than I expected. So, Derek guy, he's a great account. This guy posts about menswear. He does critiques and he does tips and he explains how to wear suits, neck collar gaps, and how to style yourself. It's just a random account that I follow. He's a great account. So today he posted, "Please stop deleting. You are ruining my art." So his art was talking about, can you analyze Hitler style? His tailoring is mostly CDZ, and I don't really talk about CDZ. And the person who deleted it had asked, well, what is CDZ? He said, "See these nuts." Yeah. I'm going to put "see these nuts" in your mouth. This guy's just... Yeah, this is a parody account. A pair of these nuts. This guy's... It was just hilarious. It's just so stupid. So I put deleted tweets is an underrated genre of comedy. So here I kind of gave an example of some deleted tweets that what makes these funny is the fact that they were deleted either right away or due to blowback or whatever. So here they meant to put these I don't know, these artists, I guess, with the caption "Queens," and I guess they completely fucked up. I know Abraham's Lincoln hat went flying when he got assassinated in that theater. Bro, I remember the first time I went to the dentist. They had me strapped down. I was screaming for my life. Thinking about writing. Oh my god. It's just so stupid. Oh man. My goals are eldritch and unknowable. I think someone had asked him, in what world would you need a vehicle that can go mudding and haul a ton of cinder blocks at the same time? But I like that line a lot. So I put, when people ask me what my investing goals are, My goals are unknowable. Perma bear. I lost everything shorting the market. Dude, bears deserve to lose it all, especially the perma bears, man. Like, you guys are betting against America's success or the success around the world of other companies, and here, no trust. So this is in response to so it's hard to take you seriously with this camera angle and weird head bobbing thing you do and how close you are to the camera. We need space. We feel attacked. It's deeply uncomfortable. So I guess this guy's talking about Bitcoin.
Don't trust the banks and governments that create dollars, yens, and other currencies, and therefore they prefer Bitcoin. Bitcoin fans may have good reasons to distrust banks and governments.
So
but
this
it
guy's talking
doesn't
about
change the
trust
fact.
and Bitcoin, you know. So I just kind of put no trust. Oh my god. Anyway, here. So here I kind of just explained it. What I talked about earlier about almost a 50% return in one day. Screw it, you know. $40 is $40, you know. So this is a little spat that I kind of got into with, I guess, one of the Tesla bull influencers on X. Not Warren. But Warren talked about selling 20% of his Tesla stock, and he didn't want to do it. But he saw risk. He saw significant risk on people voting no on the compensation package. And then, you know, people will think, or he thinks that Elon could leave the company if that happens. So he sold his shares. He explained his reasoning. And then people really started, like, you know, going in on him. Like, because I guess he's like a prominent bull, you know. So for him selling his shares so publicly, I guess people saw it as, I don't know, the Tesla cult. I put, they're embarrassing themselves, obsessing over Warren reducing his position by 20%. So I called him out and I said, you know, do better. And SMD Capital, dude, this guy took it freaking personal. So he put, holy shit, Warren just got giga bitch slapped. I love Alexander. So Alexander was, just kind of calling him out, you know, saying, well, why can't you put your fear mongering post out and then not explain? I thought you were more thoughtful than that. And then at the bottom, he says, I didn't say this was a well thought out decision. I'm scared and I'm managing my fear. You know, reasonable. And she said, good, you are acknowledging that. The issue I have is that the top post looks as if you did think it through, when in fact it was an emotional decision. So, you know, the Tesla community started eating him up, you know. Peggy, he said, I feel bad for Warren for selling 20% of his Tesla shares yesterday. I actually do. I don't understand what the logic behind this is. Like, you want people to think you feel pity for a guy in his, like, what is he? How old is he? Like 50, 60? You know, the dude was way more allocated to Tesla than some of these Tesla bulls actually are. Because when you count their real estate, their other assets that they own, they weren't nearly as exposed to Tesla as Warren was. Warren doesn't have a house. He sold his home and he put it all into Tesla. And I think he doesn't own any other stocks besides Tesla. So for him to manage his position, you know, have cash on the side in case Tesla dips, I think it's admirable. I think it's great. But these bulls didn't think so. This chick, Warren is selling for taxes basically, and I think this is fear-mongering and emotional. It's so everyone will leave, silly paranoia and pretty clickbait, IMO. Not into this. There is no Elon marched off the stage in a fit and quit. That's not happening at all. And then this guy took it personal immediately. Not him. So here, we'll say this. You know, he said, you know, he's super bullish on Team Palantir, but if I sold my entire portfolio and decided to post about it, Golden Bruin would congratulate me on doing what's best for me. So I put, exactly, we're doing our own thing. And yesterday someone else had posted about investing in other things and people were supportive about it. Now, this guy, I just muted him. I'm like, all right, dude. So he put, cry more, bitch. And I said, well, it says more about you if you think this is crying. And he put, imagine thinking I give a fuck what you think. Wife said, stay mad. I'm just calling out clownery on the timeline, like I usually do. And he put, "You got fucking destroyed, bro. Keep scrolling." And he had dismissed himself earlier, so I'm surprised, he was still responding. So get your money up, scrub. So I put, well, why do you care how much money I'm working with if he doesn't really know me? Co-parter tweeting about $40 is wild. He's talking about the cash secured puts. So I put, you're tweeting at me for $0. Like, he's wasting his time going back and forth with me. I was taking a shit at the time, so I had the time to go back and forth with him. I think, I'm not sure if it was here where, yeah, here he started saying, "I literally don't give a fuck. Shut up already." And then I put, well, this is you. I mean, you're clearly in my mentions, clearly in my notifications, responding and replying. And the dude was trying to, like, I guess, poor shame me or poverty shame me for for what's it called? Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Congrats on making $80 today. By the way, impressive. LOL. Oh wait, $40. You out of your league, bitch. Don't ever mention my name again. I'm like, dude, I'm just having a good time. Like, I'm really not as emotionally invested into this as he thinks I am. He straight up just went into personal attack mode, and I'm just like, all right, dude, you have fun. So, that little drama aside, here are the shoutouts. And yesterday, Prince Butter, I'm just going to say Buttar, 2577, he asked to get a shout out. So here's your shout out, man. See if you got your shout out, comment on this next video and let me know if you heard it. And thank you all for watching. Everyone here in the list, you guys are great, awesome, always supporting the channel. And hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.